right here around Heart of Texas Speedway. Again, we'll get all this figured out.
All right, here they come flying out of corner number 4. First lap in the books right here, flashing by. Lap number 1, your leader is Wade White. Wade White into turn number 1. He'll take it down the back straightaway, up the hill, way up the hill, over between turns 1 and 2. Car number 71 as that is Tommy Kirkpatrick. He sits up at the top of turn number 2. Leader flashing by once again. It's White in the 68. White flashes by. Second place car is the car number 8 of Barry Gaston. That's your top 2. As they make their way around, caution flag on the racetrack, yellow flag waves. As it is for the 71, the Kirkpatrick car up at the top of turn number 2.
Those headlights on that front car, the 68, Wade White, that's pretty good looking right there.
Yeah, he lets you know where I am and who I am. I'm Wade White, boys and girls, and here we go.
Out of corner number 4, green flag in the air one more time. We are racing once again your Outlaw Street Stocks heat race number 1 down into turn number 1. It is Wade White in the 68 holding the point now, opening it up about 5 car lengths, leading over Barry Gaston in the 8. Onto the back straightaway they go, the 84 car, Robert Shepard now up on the podium. Out of corner number 4 once again, here come the headlights right at you, flashing by once again. That is officially lap number 2 for Wade White in the 68. White diving it down, now onto the back straightaway, making his way. Gaston holding on there in second, giving chase, trying to find a way to reel in that top car, car number 68, but it is White running on a rail as he makes his way around. Lap number 3 complete here in heat race number 1. Gaston holding on there in that second spot, and the third place car continues to be the 84 Robert Shepard. Onto the back straightaway now, diving down into turn number 3. Caution flag on the racetrack, caution flag waves, and we go yellow once again. 3 laps complete here in Outlaw Street Stock heat race number 1. 4 cars remaining here in heat race number 1 for your Outlaw Street Stocks. We get set. Onto the back straightaway, there is Wade White as he paces a field out on the point by himself. They get ready to dive it into turn number 3. He's on the gas and we are set. Green flag, we're racing at Heart of Texas Speedway. Down into corner number 1, there is once again Wade White. Just a great hole shot move, but this time it's Gaston in the 8. He is staying with him. He rides 1.5 car lengths behind him as they race down into corner number 3. White on the gas. Gaston hanging on there in second. The 84 holding on there in third as that continues to be Robert Shepard. So Shepard within shooting distance right there in that Malibu as he rides on the podium, position number 3. Leaders onto the back straightaway now, diving into turn number 3. It is Wade White once again. He will slam it sideways down the front stretch here at Heart of Texas. He'll drop it into turn number 1, continues to lead, now opens it up to about a 6 car length advantage over Gaston as he rides in second place in car number 8. This time by, it will be lap number 6. 6 laps in the books this time by for Outlaw Street Stock heat race number 1. Wade White takes it down, 2 laps to go that time by. Wade White in firm control as he now gathers it in. He leads by 15 car lengths, almost a straightaway advantage as he'll take it into turn number 3. This time by, white flag in the air, one more time around, quarter of a mile to go for Wade White here in this heat race number 1. Gaston holding on there in second, but he will not have anything for the 68 barring an unforeseen circumstance right here. First race of 2021, Outlaw Street Stock, checkered flag in the air, give it to car number 68, Wade White as he brings it home and hauls it in. Barry Gaston comes home second, rounding out the top 3, it'll be the 84 Robert Shepard. Remember, draw and redraw tonight here on opening night. Outlaw Street Stock heat race number 1. Here we go. We stack them up 2 by 2. Heat race number 2 for the Outlaw Street Stocks here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Kevin likes what he sees. We are set. Double stacked, racked, and let's go. Green flag. We're racing. Into turn number 1, the bright number 76 of Cody Daniel, 3-wheeling it through turn number 1. There's Heinrich down on the bottom. Good move as the 18 slicing and dicing the 181 of Eddie Thompson. Thompson taking a peek down on the inside as he battles for position number 3. Here comes your leaders out of corner number 4. 3-wheeling once again. It's Cody Daniel diving it down into turn number 1. James Heinrich right there in the 77. Heinrich going to try the crossover move, slide it down to the bottom, down to the flat spot of the racetrack. He'll dive it low into turn number 3. Side by side, Daniel up on the top, Heinrich off the gas. Out of corner number 4, here they come, and they are stacked 3 wide back behind him. He heat race number 2. That is lap number 2. And it continues to be Cody Daniel holding on. Now getting into the fight. It's Drew Garcia in the 9G. Garcia is right there. Dogfight happening right there behind him. The 181 of Eddie Thompson down on the bottom. Here they come. Flashing by once again. Your top 3 run single file. Honish is right there. Honish going to take a peek up on the bottom. Garcia in the 9G takes a peek there as well. Honish is going to try it once again. Here's James Honish going down to the bottom. Cody Daniel holding on in the 76. Down the front straightaway they go, and they take it down into turn number 1. It continues to be Cody Daniel. Daniel holding on. We are halfway home here in heat race number 2. Garcia up the hill. He will gather it in. He loses about 2 car lengths on the back straightaway. Garcia back on the gas. Here they come out of corner number 4. It continues to be Cody Daniel holding on. It's a 1 car length now, a 1.5, or a half a car length. Here's Honish. He's going to try to cross it down to the bottom of the racetrack. James Honish takes a peek, backs out of it, thinks better of it. Daniel will continue to hold on. Here's Garcia. Big charge. He goes to the top of the racetrack. That time by lap number 6. 2 to go this time by. Cody Daniel is there. Up to the top side. James Honish. Drew Garcia chases him. Comes off the banking. Tries to get a good run down the back straightaway, but he loses a car length. Out of corner number 4. White flag in the air. Quarter of a mile to go. One more time around for Cody Daniel in car number 76S. James Honish right there behind him. Drew Garcia, that is your top 3. Battle happening behind there. Michael Votaw trying to go to the inside of Eddie Thompson. That is your battle for 4th. Checkered flag in the air this time by car number 76S. Cody Daniel takes it home. 2nd place, James Honish rounding out the top 3. The 9G of Drew Garcia. Good fast action right there. Your Outlaw Street Stocks. That is heat race number 2. There that we saw in heat race number 2. Let's see how heat race number 3 will stack up here in your Outlaw Street Stocks opening night, Jack Bagby Memorial, as we are set to go. Kevin in the birdcage, green flag in hand. He'll wave it. Green flag. We're racing in the heart of Texas. Whole shot move. Curry in the 73 to the front there. 3 wide and down at the bottom. Look at Friedrich. Friedrich down at the bottom. He'll try to work on the bottom side. Way up at the top of the racetrack. And out of corner number 4 they come. You got a spinner. Got a spinner over in the corner. Looks like the 25. Jeff Williams loses a grip. Williams will head down to the infield. Everything good there. We continue to stay green. Curry in the 73 is your leader. Azell rides in 2nd. Here they come out of the corner. And they flash by once again. That is lap number 2. Everybody in chase there. Back on the racetrack. Here comes 25 of Billy Maisel. Leader down into turn number 3. Now making his way out of corner number 4. Curry continues to hold on. He will flash by once again. Next time by, we'll hit the halfway mark as we check in on Race on Texas on Speed Pass. You're watching opening night here at Heart of Texas Speedway, the 55th rendition, the season opener here at Heart of Texas. We are halfway home this time by for your race leader, David Curry, as he leads over Billy Maisel riding in 2nd. Here's Maisel down to the bottom. Thought about that. Gets over right to the back bumper of Curry. He backs it out. We got a smoker out on the racetrack. We are laying down a steady stream of smoke right there. The orange car, the 128 of Billy Williams. Pardon me, that's Stone. Stone in the 2. He is trailing like the mosquito truck. And onto the back straightaway they go. It continues to be Corey holding on. And that 2E is dropping lots of smoke down on the racetrack. This time by, 2 to go for your race leader, car number 73. David Curry, as he holds on, he'll take it into turn number 1. That 13 of Jerry Friedrich is right there. Here's Friedrich on the gas. And he will try to power the yellow flag on the racetrack, caution flag. And that is the 2E. You got some kind of smoke show happening right there on the 2E. Kalen Stone, and he will take that one to the pits. He will start out by his lonesome. Frederick right there behind him in the 13. That is 1 and 2. 3 laps to go. Here in heat race number 3 for your Outlaw Street Stocks. We are set to go. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Heart of Texas Speedway. Big dive down into the corner, middle of the racetrack. They hop and skip it. Onto the backstretch they go. It is the 15. As Mazel leads, here's Friedrich. Friedrich's going to try to take a peek down on the bottom. Friedrich at the bottom of the racetrack. Power move down to the bottom, and they will flash by. 2 laps to go that time by. Jerry Friedrich to the front in car number 13. Here's Mazel, crosser. He'll try to go down to the bottom. Here's the 73 trying to make his way back in there of Curry. This time by. White flag in the air. One more time around here in heat race number 3. And it is Jerry Friedrich in car number 13. He is your race leader. You got a battle happening right there behind him. Up the track goes to 15. 73 down to the inside. Friedrich's going to get a good hole shot down the back straightaway. Good corner out of corner number 3. Out of corner number 4. Checkered flag in the air. It's Jerry Friedrich, your winner in Outlaw Street Stock Heat Race number 3 here on opening night, the Bagby Memorial at Heart of Texas Speedway.
Patience, patience, patience right there for Jerry Friedrich. He started deep in the field, worked his way through, took a little bit of luck, but he got there.
We get set to go, Joe. They're stacked 2 deep all the way back. 8 cars in this 8-lap heat race. We're ready to go. Your Sport Mods on the track. Green flag. We're racing. Popper, whole shot move from that pole spot. He will go to position number 1. Here's Hammond right behind him. They run 1 and 2, working down to the bottom of the racetrack to 9M of Pat McGuire. He's got some company up on his right elbow. Out of turn number 4 they come. Your leader continues to be Cockburn in the 601. He leads. And the caution flag waves on the racetrack. Yellow flag on the racetrack here in heat race number 1 for your IMCA Sport Mods.
Complete restart, guys.
I hear complete restart. There might be a little debris up there. We see somebody running up in the middle of 2. So believe there's something up there. They're going to clear the track. Complete restart will be side by side coming out of turn number 4.
It is Cockburn and Hammond on the front row as we go with a complete restart. Set to go, 8 laps to go. Heat race number 1. Green flag. We're racing at Heart of Texas Speedway. Whole shot move once again. It is Cockburn. And here comes Hammond. Hammond trying to work down on the bottom. You got them all stacked up behind him. Pat McGuire in the 9M is right there in that final podium spot. Here comes the field. McGuire sideways out of turn 4. Pat McGuire in the 9M sitting in the middle of the racetrack. He'll get it running. Everybody free and clear. Meanwhile, flashing back up to the front. Here's Damon Hammond in the 116. Hammond takes a peek down to the inside. He will get back in line. It continues to be Cockburn. He washes up the hill. Hammond down to the bottom. At the line that time by. Watch the side-by-side action. Hammond in the 116. Cockburn up on the top side in the 601. What a battle right here. Cockburn continues to hold on. Here they come out of the corner. Cockburn up on the top side. Hammond down on the bottom. Past the front straightaway once again down into turn number 1. Cockburn working up on the top side of the racetrack. Hammond is right there. Hammond takes a peek down on the bottom. Inches apart down into turn number 3. Continuing to be the 601. Chris Cockburn. He washes up the hill. He's working up on the top shelf. Cockburn continues to hold on. Here comes the 116 of Damon Hammond. Hammond's going to try the crosser down to the bottom. Slide job. He will work down to the bottom of the racetrack. Down into turn number 3. They go side by side. Hammond down on the bottom. Cockburn up on the top side. We are past the halfway point. That is lap number 5 here in heat race number 1. Cockburn holding on in the 601. Damon Hammond in the 116. Back straight away they go. Inches apart. Less than half a car length. Here's Hammond down on the bottom. Hammond's going to try it once again out of turn 4. Cockburn holding on up on the top side. Easily the best race of the night so far. Here is Hammond once again. Hammond working that front suspension. You can watch him as he makes his way around. This time by. White flag in the air. Kevin's going to drop the white rag. Quarter of a mile to go this time by. Down into turn number 1. Cockburn trying to hold off the advances there of Damon Hammond. Hammond slips up just a bit. Cockburn on the gas. Hammond in trouble. Damon Hammond on the back straightaway. He is off the gas. And to the inside comes the 87 of Montgomery. Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be Chris Cockburn, your winner in the 601. Coming home second, the 29 of Trey Votaw. The 87 of David Montgomery makes his way across. The 116 of Damon Hammond. Don't know what happens as he comes off of turn number 2 on that final lap. He loses the juice, and it allows Cockburn to step away, and he wins heat race number 1. Action-packed heat race for your Sport Mods here at Heart of Texas Speedway.
Race in action. Here we go.
This ought to be a good one. Hubert up on the point, Bransom on the outside as we are set to go. They pace it out of corner number 3. Green flag in the air. We are racing once again here at Heart of Texas Speedway down into turn number 1. It is Bransom from the outside trying to find the groove. Oh, Hubert onto the back straightaway they go. Here's Hanisch. Hanisch sitting right there in third. Going to take a peek down to the inside. Here comes the pack out of turn number 1. This is lap number 1 here in heat race number 2. Down into turn number 1. They continue to battle. It is Jason Hubert Sr. on the point, the 28 right behind him. That's Bransom. This is lap number 2. Lap number 2 as the leaders flash by. Once again, IMCA Sport Modified second place car. Now the 7MK of Kyle Wilkins. Wilkins is right there. He rides in position number 2. The 28 relegated back 1 position. That's Bransom. He rides in position number 3. Down to the inside. Here's the 7K. Wilkins trying to make it stick out of corner number 4. He'll go down to the inside. The 7MK is free and clear. Slide job down to the bottom. Here is the 778 trying to find something there, but it will continue to be Wilkins in the 7MK holding on. Here they come out of corner number 4. Wilkins by 2 car lengths down into turn number 1 continues to lead. Third place car is James Hanisch. That was the halfway point leader. Starting to pull away ever so slightly is Wilkins. Here he comes out of corner number 4. This time by, that is lap number 5. Lap number 5 for the 7MK as he continues to lead. May run into some lappers here before we get to the end of this one. Keith Tumlinson right in front of him in the 65. He goes up to the top of the racetrack. This time by, 2 to go this time. 2 laps to go. Half a mile remaining here in heat race number 2. Bottom of the racetrack, it is Wilkins in the 7MK. Now comfortably holding on. Onto the backstretch he goes. Down to the inside of Gage Fuller, your race leader. White flag in the air this time by. One more time around for car number 7MK. Kyle Wilkins working down at the racetrack. He'll take it up into the banking and we'll head onto the back straightaway. Half a straightaway advantage for the 7MK here in heat race number 2. Checkered flag in the air right here. Here is your winner in the 7MK. It is Kyle Wilkins taking it home in heat race number 1. Jason Hubert Sr. will come home second in the 778. James Hanisch in the 777. That is your top 3 in heat race number 2. For your IMCA Sport Mods. Spillman and Rodney Rodriguez, we are excited to be here in 2021 with you all, working the bugs out of the new sound system, but we'll be flying really nicely by next Friday when we get set to do this again. Green flag in the air, we're racing. It is green, a huge hole shot move for TJ Green. Oh man, they are stacked 3 wide behind him now into the back straightaway. They make their way down. Beard holds on in the 97. Green up in the front in the 5. He'll make his way down past the start finish line. Holding on there in second is Beard, the third place car down at the bottom. Boy, you've got a triangle of cars right there. Onto the back straightaway they go as they race for position number 3. Down to the inside, it is a 12 of Brandon Guerin. Guerin working down at the bottom of the racetrack, trying to find a move down there. Beard holds on to second. TJ Green holding on. He's now checking out from the field. He leads by 12 car lengths onto the back straightaway right there behind him. The action is right behind him. Here they come out of corner number 4, working at the bottom of the racetrack. Check it out. The fast-moving 717. That's G.W. Egbert. Egbert down to the inside. He'll try to cross it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Holding on to second is Beard. Here's G-Dub down to the bottom. G-Dub on the flat part of the racetrack. He'll wheel it out of corner number 4. Beard up on the top side. Past the start-finish line. That's the halfway point. T.J. Green is your leader. A little bit of contact in turn number 1. They gather it back in. Brandon Guerin now joins the party as he rides in position number 3. Up to the top of the track goes Beard. Here's Guerin trying to work at the bottom. Hot spot on the racetrack as you follow along right here on Speed Pass. The 717 of G.W. Egbert trying to hold on. He'll roll it off the banking. Now Brandon Guerin rides in position number 3. 2 to go this time by for your leader, T.J. Green. Green flashes by. Half a mile to go right here at Heart of Texas Speedway. The 717 of G.W. Egbert right there holding on. Here's Guerin. Guerin trying to take a peek down at the bottom of the racetrack. That's going to be the hot spot as we make our way to the finish line. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to TJ Green. Car number 5 out of corner number 4. G.W. Egbert comes home second. And the 12 of Brandon Guerin rounds out your top 3. What a race you had right there for that second spot. Jonathan Beard right there in the middle of that one as well. And here they come around. What a finish right there, and indeed a clinic put on. Joe Spillman as TJ Green goes wire to wire right there in that one and just checks out from the field, but the action was behind him.
About that, Mr. Brandon Guerin starting dead last right there and coming up in third and just barely in third and almost second place. What a race. Yeah, should be a good race right here. Let's see what happens. Lights are out going down the back stretch.
They are set to go. We will get them rolling right here as they make their way out of turn 4. Green flag in the air. We are racing at the heart of Texas Speedway. 17F, Friedrich down at the bottom, but to the top of the racetrack, there goes Jeffrey Abbey. Onto the back straightaway they go. Abbey is your leader. He leads by half a car length. Friedrich hanging on there in second. Here comes the field. We got a spinner over in turn number 3. We got one around between turns 3 and 4. Still sitting in the middle of the racetrack, so it looks like, yeah, there we go. We get it rolling, so we get going once again. It continues to be Jeffrey Abbey. Abbey is your leader in the 37. Down to the bottom of the racetrack. The spinner will get going and back on the racetrack, and we are continuing to stay under green. That's a 26 of Dean Abbey. Onto the back straightaway go as the train makes its way for the first time here in 2021. The train checking out the racing here tonight on the back straightaway. Here is your leader, car number 37. It's Jeffrey Abbey holding on to the point, now starting to stretch it out over Friedrich. Friedrich in that second position as they work to the outside there. Dean Abbey in the 26. Third place car is a 38 of Daniel Schippler. This is lap number 4. We are halfway home here in your iStock Heat Race number 1. Jeffrey Abbey, car number 37, continues to hold on. Friedrich trying to keep pace right there, hits a little bit of a stumble right there into corner number 1. He gathers it back in. This will be lap number 5. We got a spinner. Oh, coming up right at the leader. That could have been a disaster right there. Jeffrey Abbey on his toes, and luckily nothing happens right there with that 57 car. Could have been costly for the leader. Onto the back straightaway they go. Is it a straightaway advantage for Jeffrey Abbey in car number 37 as he makes his way around? 2 to go this time by. 2 laps to go for the 37. He has been the dominant car as he wheels that car onto the back straightaway here in your iStock Heat Race number 1. Friedrich holding on in second, diving it down into turn number 3. He'll swing it out of corner number 4 and power down the front stretch. Quarter of a mile to go. One more time around for Jeffrey Abbey. Then car number 37 as he leads. Friedrich holding on there in second as he continues to work there with the 26 of Dean Abbey. Abbey will motor his way around. Friedrich's going to stay in that second spot. Checkered flag in the air. It is Jeffrey Abbey, car number 37. Will take it home. Friedrich will come home second at car number 17. That's your top 2 runners. Out of corner number 3, car number 38, Daniel Schippler will round out your top 3 here in your iStock Heat Race numero 1. All right. We set here for Heat Race number 2 in your iStocks as they roll them down. Green flag in the air. We're racing here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Down into turn number 1, it is Miles in the 165. Miles is right there. Right behind him is Kirkpatrick. Onto the back straightaway they go. A little trouble right there at the front of the pack. And the top 2 trying to check themselves out. Here's Marcus Harcrow. Harcrow down at the bottom of the track, and it is lap number 1. Miles is your leader in the 165. The 47-25 of Benji Kirkpatrick, that's your second place car. Marcus Harcrow is now right there in position number 3. Andy Roller up around the outside. He rides in position number 5. Your top 2 wheeling it down the front straightaway to complete lap number 2. The 165 of Eric Miles continuing to set the pace. Kirkpatrick working down at the bottom of the racetrack. Miles likes that top part of the racetrack as he swings it down into the corner, takes it way up almost to the top shelf, rim riding it around Heart of Texas Speedway down the front stretch. Miles leads by 2 car lengths over the 47-25 of Kirkpatrick. Marcus Harcrow holding on there in position number 3. Andy Roller has made his way up to position number 4. This time by, we are halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go this time by for your race leader, Eric Miles in the 165. Kirkpatrick rides there in second position. Onto the back straightaway they go. Kirkpatrick is right there. He's going to try to take a peek. There is 1 car length between him. Down to the bottom of the track, Kirkpatrick right there. Side by side, wheel to wheel down the front stretch. Holding on is Miles. Miles is there, crossing it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Kirkpatrick in the 47-25, going to try to make it stick. We got a spinner over in turn number 4, right in front of the leaders. Oh my goodness, close quarters right there, Joe. Man, you want to talk about getting on the binders. That's exactly what happened there. As the 24, Keith Kabarsh goes around, and the leaders were bearing down right on top of that 24 car. as they navigate around the racetrack. It is Miles working up on the top shelf. Kirkpatrick's working down almost on the flat part of the racetrack. We'll see how it shakes out with 3 to go here in this iStock heat race. We're set. Green flag. We're racing here at Hot. Not much of a hole shot that time for Miles. Miles is there. Now Marcus Harcrow. Harcrow down at the bottom. Marcus Harcrow at the rear quarter panel. He'll get back, try to square it up on the bumper. Now he comes out of corner number 4. Marcus Harcrow down at the bottom of the racetrack. Past the start-finish line. Car number 29. It is Marcus Harcrow, your new leader here on lap number 6. Onto the back straightaway they go. Miles going to try to work it down to the bottom. Here's Kirkpatrick going to go to the top. This time by a quarter of a mile to go. One more time around. We've got a trio of them. You can throw a blanket over them right there. Harcrow is your leader. The 47-25 of Kirkpatrick to the top of the racetrack. Kirkpatrick onto the back straightaway. It is Harcrow working down at the bottom. Here comes Miles in the 165. He'll try to take a peek on the bottom of the racetrack. Out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Marcus Harcrow wins it over Benji Kirkpatrick and Eric Miles. That's how you race it, Joe, and that is why you gotta love the iStocks. That is some good stuff right there. If we'd have had it when we were supposed to have had it, it'd have been a hell of a lot chillier. Here we go, we're set. Green flag, we're racing. Down into turn number 1, it is Norman at the bottom of the racetrack. Norman into 3X trying to work up on the top side. Down the back straightaway they go. Here is the 97 of Doug Lorenz. Lorenz trying to take a peek down on the bottom. J.O.B. up on the top side. Here they come out of corner number 4, lap number 1, official race. Still at the front of the pack, Travis Norman into 3X. Trying to hang on, working on the top side. The 97 of Doug Lorenz. J.O.B. is sitting right there behind him. The 21 is there, or the 2E is there. Here they come, working down to the bottom of the racetrack. Kenny Merritt, you got a good race happening there. Past the front straightaway, side by side. Travis Norman working at the bottom. Way up to the top, it's Doug Lorenz. Lorenz trying to work it up on the top side. Back straightaway they go down into corner number 3. This time by lap number 3. Norman trying to hold on to that lead, but Lorenz wants it on the top side. They flash by once again. Lap number 3. Doug Lorenz working the middle of the racetrack. He'll power it off of corner number 2, and he is your new leader momentarily. Doug Lorenz down into corner number 3. He'll work up on the top side. Travis Norman into 3X. We'll work down at the bottom of the racetrack. Past the start-finish line, we're halfway home here in iStock Heat Race number 3. Side by side, door handle to door handle on the back straightaway they go. 3-wheeling. That wheel is up, that left front on both of those front cars. Up off the ground. Here they come out of corner number 4. Norman holding on. Lorenz up on the top side. Past the start-finish line. Norman holding it on. If you watch Norman, he's backing out of the accelerator just a little bit sooner and getting a good run at the middle of the racetrack, and he dives it in. Lorenz tries to penetrate up on the outside, and he just cannot make it stick. 2 to go this time by for your race leader, Travis Norman into 3X. Here's Lorenz going to try it once again. Norman back on the gas, side by side. Drag race down the back straightaway. Norman down on the bottom, Lorenz up on the top side. Got a battle as well as Merritt there in the V18 has trying to power his way into 3rd. White flag in the air one more time around. Travis Norman down on the inside. Doug Lorenz up on the top side. Lorenz slips up. 1.5 car lengths down the back straightaway for Travis Norman into 3X. Side by side battle behind them. Merritt in the 118. It is J.O.B. up on the top side. Checkered flag in the air. What a move there for 2nd as Kenny Merritt in the V18 able to make a last lap pass, and he will relegate Lorenz back to 3rd. But it's Travis Norman that holds on here in heat race number 3 for your iStock's 55th season opener right here tonight at historic heart of Texas Speedway. As this factory stock class gotten all around the country, what a massive amounts of them. We see at every racetrack here in Texas. And here are your factories as we get set to go. It is Williams and Miracle up on the point. Green flag, heat race number 1 for your factory stocks. Good move, Williams in the 151. Oh, a little bit of a bumper tag right there. Shannon Dulock in the 47. Onto the back straightaway they go. Dulock rides in that 2nd spot. Those nice green wheels right there. Following along the back straightaway. Now out of corner number 4. Williams is holding on, but here comes Dulock in that 47. 76 in of J.D. Nino rides in position number 3. That is your top 3 down to the bottom of the racetrack. John Grove in the 01 trying to make a pass there for that 4th position, but up at the front, it's starting to heat up. Here's Dulock. Dulock down at the bottom of the racetrack. Dulock will try to work down at the bottom. but it is still Williams working on the top side. Onto the back straightaway they go. Duloc not able to get the push there. Williams is able to hold on. That is your top two as they run. This is lap number 3 here in heat race number 1 for the factories. Top part of the racetrack continues to be Williams. Past the front straightaway, he takes a 1.5 car length advantage down into turn number 1. Duloc able to close the gap up a little bit right there as they make their way onto the back straightaway, but it continues to be Williams holding on. Here they come making their way around. Williams up to the top of the racetrack. Duloc right in his tracks. Halfway home that time by. 4 down, 4 to go here at historic Heart of Texas Speedway. Jack Bagby Memorial season opener here for the 24th consecutive season. We have done it for the Bagby family. Here they come side by side. Duloc trying to work down at the bottom of the racetrack. Duloc right there will now get back in line on the back bumper. Maybe a little bit of a shove right there for Williams. A little bit of incidental contact right there. They are racing hard here in heat race number 1. Out of the corner. This time by 2 to go. 2 laps to go for Tommy Williams in the 151K, leading over car number 47. Shannon Duloc. Duloc up to the back bumper. They're going to drag race this one home down to the finish. This time by they will see from Kevin in the birdcage. White flag one more time around. 1/4 mile here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Side by side down into turn number 1. Duloc on the bottom. Williams up on the top side. One lapper in front of him. That's Jason Kingray. Here's Duloc down on the bottom. We got a spinner in turn number 4. Duloc on the bottom. Williams on the top side. Out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to Tommy Williams in the 151 over Shannon Duloc. Almost a photo finish right there. The 76 of J.D. Nino rounds out your top 3. Joe, we got another one of those buttless cutlasses out there on the outside. Here we go. We're set. Heat race number 2 for the factories. Green flag. We're racing. Down into turn number 1, whole shot move, the 222 of Jamie Herring. He's got some company up on the outside as they race onto the back straightaway. Joe Fuller in the 91, splitting the seam right there in the 580 is Derek Cates. Bottom of the racetrack is the 87 of David Montgomery. They go, we got a spinner. Big time spin right there out of corner number 4. It looks like that's the 580 of Derek Cates. He'll get it straight and he will motor back on. Front of the pack, Jamie Herring in the 222. Good battle shaping up for second. Colby Litton in the 21E trying to take a peek down on the bottom, but we do go yellow. Caution flag on the racetrack. Trouble over at turn number 4.
Right out front row.
Did it in fine fashion. The driver there at car number 29. We're set to go. Green flag. We're racing heat race number 2 for your factory stocks. Off we go down into corner number 1. It is Herring in the 222. Diving it down. He's got company back behind him. Clint Howard in the 21. Onto the back straightaway they go. Look at that move. Ryan Hopkins side by side. Hopkins working down at the bottom of the racetrack. Joe Fuller up on the top side in the buttless cutlass. Car number 91. No trouble. Announcer jinx right there for car number 4. Ryan Hopkins give him a call out and he makes his way down to the infield. I'll never say his name again. On the back straightaway they go. It is Herring. Herring leads by about 7 car lengths. Down into turn number 1. Holding on to second, the 21E of Colby Litton. They flash by this time. This is lap number 3. 3 laps complete for the Chevrolet Monte Carlo up on the point. The 222 of Jamie Herring here in factory stock heat race number 2. There is the 4 of Hopkins. He will make his way over to the pit area. They go single file here as we approach the halfway point. 4 down, 4 to go. Single file racing here in heat race number 2. Up on the point, it is Herring, followed by the 21E of Litton, but he's got company behind him there in the 580. Derek Cates sits there down on the inside. Here's Cates. Cates trying to find some running room at the bottom of the racetrack. He'll slide it sideways. Up at the top of the racetrack, it is Litton. Colby Litton holding on and will take the top shelf entry. And now the 580. Good move, aggressive move. David Montgomery down to the inside as he will try to make the move there on Cates. Down into corner number 3. We got 2 to go this time by for your race leader, the 222 of Jamie Herring. Holding on there in second place, but you got a battle happening. Hot spot on the racetrack. On the inside, it's Montgomery in the 87. The 580 of Derek Cates on the top side as they try to settle that 3rd place position. Remember, draw and redraw here tonight. White flag in the air one more time around. Herring is your leader. Has gone since the drop of the green flag. That white and purple number 222 onto the back straightaway. Holding on, commanding advantage. Separating from the field. Checkered flag in the air this time by. Give it to Jamie Herring in the 222. Coming home second in the 21, it'll be Colby Litton. Rounding out your top three, the 580 of Derek Cates. A little bit of a shaky start there to heat race number 2, but they clean it up and get it done. And it is Jamie Herring going wire to wire in the 222. It's going to be a good one right here, Joe. Factory stock heat race number 3. Here we go. Wilkins on the point. Land on the outside. Green flag. We're racing. Good move. Wilkins in the 704. Land will settle in right there in position number 2. Onto the back straightaway they go. They're going to go 3 wide. They separate it out just a little bit. Michael Bowles up on the top. Side by side right there for position number 3. Around goes the 48. Mike Land in the 48. Loses the grip. He gets it going once again. And we continue to race. We stay clean and green. Wilkins in the 704. Onto the back straightaway they go. The 37J of Jeffrey Abbey's right there. Michael Bowles in the 40. Bowles, let's see if he can make a move down to the inside, continuing to pace the field. There's a 704 of Kyle Wilkins. Wilkins is letting those guys get mixed up behind him. He's checking out for the field as they make their way down into corner number 3. They being Wilkins. He'll go down to the bottom of the racetrack, working up on the top. Here they come around one more time. Continues to be Wilkins. That is lap number 3. Jeffrey Abbey in the 37J. Michael Bowles in the 40. Battle happening right there behind them. The 25 and the 37. Here we go. Halfway home this time by 4 down, 4 to go for your race leader, Kyle Wilkins, in car number 704. Let's see if Abbey can reel him in. Abbey's working up on the top side. The 40 is going to try to duplicate his line. Michael Bowles onto the back straightaway they go, and there you see the 37 of Jeffrey Abbey gnawing away at that interval of the 704. Wilkins working down at the bottom of the racetrack in the corner as you see him working down at the bottom. Up at the top, Abbey using up a lot of that racetrack. And now he sits there and he is within 2.5 car lengths. Abbey's going to go to the top side. This time by, you got 2 to go. Trying to chase him down in the 37. Past the start finish line they go. 704 Wilkins down at the bottom. Abbey up to the top. Back straightaway they go. They've got a lap and a half right here to settle this one. Abbey up on the top side. He'll try to make the move here at turn number 4. Down at the bottom of the racetrack is Wilkins. Wilkins going to throw a little bit of a block right there. Nice move as Wilkins dives it up the racetrack. White flag in the air that time by. Wilkins working at the bottom. Too much power up on the top side. Jeffrey Abbey now diving into corner number 3. He's going to try to make that bottom work one more time as Wilkins. It will not work this time. Checkered flag in the air. It's Abbey in the 37. Wilkins comes home second in the 704, rounding out your top 3. Michael Bowles, what a chase. What a chase up to the front of the pack. And the 37 will park it in victory lane here in heat race number 3. All right, here we go. Cogburn and Gaston up on the point as we get set to go here in your junior limiteds here at Heart of Texas. We are set. Green flag, we're racing. Cogburn, good hole shot move right there. A little bit of trouble right there. But able to get it going once again, and we continue to stay green onto the back straightaway. Now out of corner number 4, your leader, the 601 at Cogburn. Huge advantage right now. It's over a straightaway as he had him slipping and sliding back behind. And onto the back straightaway they go. Jeff Bowser Jr. riding in position number 2. In the 730 as we stay clean and green. Cogburn once again, that sharp-looking 601. Oh, a little hard there down into the corner. What a save. What a save. The 601 caught a rut and was making a beeline right to that tire barrier. What a save, and still leading. Still leading in the 601. Move of the night right there. Trevor Cogburn. Down the front straightaway, a little bit of damage right there. It looks like one of the butt cheeks there on the right side may have caught one of those tires, but able to continue on. Jeff Bowser Jr. rides in second in the 730. That is your top 2. Way up to the top once again. Here's Cogburn. Catches it and brings it back down. White flag in the air one more time around for the 601. What a near miss right there, and still holding on to the point. Back straightaway. Over a straightaway advantage. Diving it down into the corner. Checkered flag will come out this time. Daphne Bat down at the bottom. Here is your winner in the 601. Trevor Cogburn will take it to victory lane. And Joe, that's one of those where you clinch the seat with your backside. What happened right there to Cogburn?
Every week, a different kid will get it. So That's cool. Thanks, Dennis Bissonette.
Abshire and Sexton bring them down to the stripe, and we are racing the 7C Colton Abshire. You got a battle happening right there behind him. Corbin Willett in the 3, down to the inside, give it to the 3 car. Now in hot pursuit there of Abshire as they make their way out of turn number 4. Past the start-finish line one more time. Abshire is your race leader. 2-car length advantage, but here comes the 3 of Colton Willett. Back straight away they go, 1 car length in between them. That is lap number 1. They're working on lap number 2. Let's watch Abshire. Abshire working down at the bottom of the racetrack to the middle of the speedway, now up to the top side as they make their way. Here's Willett down to the bottom. Oh my goodness, close quarters right there. It continues to be the 7C of Abshire. Here comes the 3, going to go back up to the top shelf, going to try to make the move between corners 3 and 4, cannot make it stick right there. Back on the gas, and it's Abshire. Abshire down at the bottom of the racetrack, right in front of them. It's Brady Garrick in the 10. Garrick down to the bottom of the racetrack. Nice move by Garrick. Parks it down at the bottom. Leaders are going to move to the outside. They will move freely by on the inside. Here they come making their way down. One more time around for car number 7C of Colton Abshire here in your Junior Limiteds. Heat race number 2. Abshire on the point. Half a car length between them. The 3 to the top side. Abshire's going to work and now goes up the hill and takes the checkered flag. Colton Abshire, your winner in heat race number 2 for your Junior Limiteds. Right here tonight on opening night at Heart of Texas Speedway. Right here for your modifieds, Joe, as we get set to go. Courtney and Kevin Green up on the point as we will roll them here in heat race number 1 for your IMCA modifieds. Your big mods, the big dogs set to go. Green flag, we're racing. Good move up on the top side. Kevin Green in the 5, powers it off at turn number 2. Up the hill goes the 22 of Taylor Courtney. Working to the top side, Kevin Ramey in the 1K. Out of turn number 4, here is Kevin Green in car number 5, pacing the field down the front straightaway into corner number 1 here in your 10-lap heat race for your IMCA modifieds. Everyone obviously transfers to the feature race. David Good Jr. David Good Jr. in turn number 1 down at the bottom of the racetrack. He sits down at the apron. Caution flag will wave. The 7G loses a grip and sits right down at the bottom of turn number 1 for the caution flag. I tell you, man, this is one of those destination racetracks right here, man. Looking forward to a great season here. This is the best of the best right here in Waco at Heart of Texas Speedway. We are set to go. Kevin Green up on the point. Green flag. Green down into turn number 1. Kevin Ramey in the 1K trying to take a peek there. Down at the bottom, Taylor Courtney in the 22M. Back straight away they go. Kevin Green as he will lead. Takes him down out of corner number 4. Down at the bottom of the racetrack. It is the 1K of Kevin Ramey. Ramey is right there, but it is Green. Green working up on the top side, back on the gas, and he is down the back straightaway trying to check out from the field. Kevin Green down into corner number 3. Green up at the top. Ramey trying to chase him down in the 1K. They click off another lap. That is lap number 3. 3 down here in this 10-lap heat race. Back straight away they go. Kevin Green in car number 5 is your race leader. Ramey there, the 22 car of Taylor Courtney rides in 3rd. David Good Jr. is in the 7G, rounding out your top 4 down into turn number 1. Kevin Green working up on the top. We continue to watch the quicker cars tonight working up at the top of the racetrack, but you can see it starting to rut up just a little bit right at the entrance of turn number 1. We're halfway home here in heat race number 1. Watch Kevin Green. Now he works it down at the bottom. Kevin Green goes to the bottom of the racetrack. Ramey's going to go to the top side. Onto the back straightaway they go. Almost a straightaway advantage for Green in the 5 as he continues to hold on. Here's Green making it stick up on the top side. We'll watch his entry this time. He will go to the middle of the racetrack. It continues to be Green. Ramey working down at the bottom of the racetrack. The 22M of Taylor Courtney still holding on to 3rd. This time by, we'll check off lap number 7. 3 to go this time by for Green in car number 5 as he has led from wire to wire and starting to take charge and take full command of heat race number 1 here for your IMCA modifieds. Green dives it down into corner number 3. 2 to go this time by. 2 more swings at it for car number 1, Kevin Ramey. Ramey not making up any ground at the moment as on the back straightaway it continues to be Kevin Green. This time by he will be met with the white flag. One more time around for the orange car number 5, Kevin Green. Quarter of a mile to go here at Heart of Texas Speedway in heat race number 1. Green, middle of the racetrack. Back straightaway he goes. He will take it down into turn number 3, and he will bring it home here in IMCA modified heat race number 1. Car number 5, Kevin Green is your winner. The 1K of Kevin Ramey. Those two checking out from the field. Here's your third place runner out of turn number 4. It is the 22 Emma Taylor Courtney rounding out your top 5 here in modified heat race number 1.
Is the top side going to be good? Top side, bottom side going to be good? We'll see what's going to happen right now. Let's go.
Here we go. It is McSpadden on the point. We are set. Green flag. We're racing. Making their way down, Raymond McSpadden. Up the hill goes Banker. Here comes Eric Tomlinson. Tomlinson down to the bottom. She will swing it down to the inside of Chris Morris. Big time move right there from Tomlinson. Here's Morris working down at the bottom. Raymond McSpadden trying to hold on the top side. Morris rim riding down at the bottom. McSpadden there. Here comes Tomlinson. Got a spinner at turn number 1 all the way up into a tire barrier. Sitting at the top of turn number 1. I believe that is Ramey in the 7M. And looks like we will go yellow there. Still stranded up at the top of turn number 1. As we've got some folks going over to check on him right there. But a big time jump by Raymond McSpadden in the 48. But then a bonsai move there from Tomlinson in the 45. But Morris able to hold him off. It's about to get racy right there for that second spot.
The racing's really good. All right, let's go.
Here we go. Green flag in the air. We are racing once again here in modified heat race number 2. Down into turn number 1 they go. It is McSpadden in the 48R. Big time action happening behind him. Chris Morris down on the inside. Eric Tomlinson on the top side. Into turn number 3. Here comes the field out of turn number 4. McSpadden working in the middle of the racetrack. Morris hanging on there in second up to the top. Tomlinson way up to the top. Tomlinson's going to power it off turn number 2. Back straight away they go. Eric Tomlinson is in that second spot for now. Here's Chris Morris coming back at him. Tomlinson way up on the top shelf. Past the start-finish line they go. Raymond McSpadden out of Buda is your leader in the 48R. McSpadden's Tire and Automotive. Tomlinson's going to try to swing it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Throws a little bit of a block right there from the 94 of Morris. Tomlinson will settle back in position number 3. Past the start-finish line they go. It is McSpadden. McSpadden continuing to hold on. The 94 of Morris. Eric Tomlinson. Don Banker in the 377. Looks like the hot spot on the racetrack. The battle is going to be for second position. If Tomlinson can pull up a little bit closer, it's a good drive off of the corner for the 94. As you're watching Morris work down at the bottom of the racetrack, Tomlinson has kind of progressed up to the top, or stayed up at the top. They're past the halfway point. This is lap number 6 for your race leader, McSpadden. McSpadden down into corner number 1, continuing to hold that advantage over Chris Morris. Morris not really biting into that whatsoever. Tomlinson holding on there to position number 3, but it is McSpadden comfortably up in front. This is lap number 7 for the 48R as he makes his way down into turn number 1. Working at the bottom of the racetrack. Top is rutting up just a little bit, so we're starting to see cars come down to the bottom. McSpadden has been at the bottom of the racetrack this entire time. 2 to go this time by half a mile for your race leader, Raymond McSpadden in the 48R. Chris Morris holding on to second. Eric Tomlinson is the third place car. Single file down the back straightaway they go. You've got almost the identical interval between first and second, and then second back to third. White flag in the air. One more time around for McSpadden in the 48R down at the bottom. Morris is going to be right in his tracks. Tomlinson right in his. Back straightaway they go. That separation continues to be almost equal between first and second, and then second back to third. Checkered flag in the air. Raymond McSpadden in the 48R takes it home. Chris Morris comes home second, and rounding out the top 5, Eric Tomlinson in the 45T. Modified heat race number 2. Checking out the Heart of Texas 55th season opener on Speed Pass. We are set. Green flag. We're racing here at the main event. Down into turn number 1 they go. It's David Corey in the 73. Wade White is right there. There's James Hunnish in the 777 trying to take a peek down on the inside. Drew Garcia in the 9. They race down into corner number 3, side by side for the lead. Corey holding on to the 73, and he will lead lap number 1. Diving it down into turn number 1, right on his tail is the 68 of Wade White. Still clean and green. Here's Hunnish up to the top side. That is a battle for 4th. James Hunnish there, along with the 76S of Cody Daniel. Daniel down at the bottom of the racetrack, goes in between a couple of the tractor tires. Spinner out of turn number 4. You got a spinner there. Looks like Eddie Thompson in the 181. Eddie Thompson sitting down at the bottom of the racetrack. The field making their way around, and the caution flag will come out. Caution flag on the racetrack here with 2 laps complete here in your Outlaw Street Stocks.
Lights are flashing, lights are out. Corey can go at any point. He's gone.
Here they come out of turn 4. We are racing here in your Outlaw Street Stocks once again. Heat or feature race. Here's Wade White in the 68 all over the back bumper of Corey. Here's Garcia. Those 3 trying to check away from the pack. Down to the inside just as Joe called it. Oh, contact. Top 2 cars. Wade White. David Corey get tied up. They spin it around. The 716 involved of Matthew Voton. You got a mess down at turn number 3. Between 3 and 4, Joe, you get those top 2 racing together. They come together, and there is the result.
No, you know what I'm really glad of right now, Rodney? I'm glad I'm not making a decision, because Wade White gets on the inside, he's aggressive. Corey is on the outside, he's aggressive. And unfortunately collects 3 cars. But guess who benefits? The 9, Garcia.
Beneficiary of all that is Drew Garcia in the 9G as those leaders get tied up. Garcia is able to sneak his way by, and now he's up at the front of the pack, Joe.
Everybody show the love for the old Wade White. Mr. Wade White got the old black flag right there. Uninvited to the racetrack, unfortunately.
First black flag of the season goes to Wade White. Let's watch Garcia. Really nice start, and he is the beneficiary of those two top cars getting tied up. Now Garcia in that white car up on the point. We are set to go. 2 laps complete, 18 to go here for your Outlaw Street Stocks. Green flag, we're racing. Here's Garcia up on the top side. Hunnish trying to work on the bottom. Here's the 76 coming to Cody Daniel. Cody Daniel rides in position number 4. The 71 getting into the mix right there. Tommy Kirkpatrick out of turn number 3 here, or turn number 4. Here is your race leader. Garcia continues to hold on. He'll pace the field down into corner number 1. Hunnish working down on the bottom in the truck. Up on the top side they go. Side by side battle right there happening for position number 2. Out of the corner, 3rd train of the night making its way down the back straightaway here at heart of Texas Speedway. Down into turn number 1 they go. Watch that car on the outside. That's Billy Mazzell. Mazzell trying to find the grip up there, but it's Hunnish working down at the bottom of the racetrack. The battle getting really, really good behind them. That's Tommy Kirkpatrick in the 71, right up to the back bumper of the 76S of Cody Daniel. But up at the front, it is Drew Garcia. Garcia off of the banking, down on the back straightaway, making his way down. This will be lap number 6 for Garcia. Trouble turn number 4. The 714 gets all sorts of sideways. McElvaney, but we will go yellow. Yellow flag on the racetrack for the 714 out of turn number 4. Second caution flag. 5 laps complete here in your 20-lap Outlaw Street Stock main event at heart of Texas Speedway. As you mentioned, did not want to see this caution flag as he was on a pretty good little roll right there, but now he's got Hunnish right back there behind him once again. Mazzell up on the outside as we are set. 5 laps complete. Green flag, we're racing here at heart of Texas Speedway. Down the front straightaway they go. Whole shot move. It is Garcia. Hunnish down at the bottom of the racetrack. Hunnish is there. Cody Daniel in the 76S. Back straightaway they go. Hunnish down on the inside. Oh, a little bit of a chop down right there as Drew Garcia slams the door on Hunnish. Up the hill goes Garcia. He's in all sorts of trouble. Here's Hunnish in the 777. He goes to the lead. Garcia went up the hill, opened up that door. James Hunnish went right back. Then here's Cody Daniel. Oh, we got a mess down in the back straightaway there. It looks like Jerry Frederick all tied up there with the 71. but they managed to make their way through, and now it's a mess. Mazel gets turned sideways. You got two of them locked up over there at the bottom of turn number 4. The field making their way around. Hanish is your leader. The 76 is trying to advance, but the caution flag will come out. Little inauspicious start here to this Outlaw Street Stock main event as you get two of them tied up down there, Joe. You got the 25 car, Jeff Williams. Looks like they'll get him turned around and get back on the racetrack. 7 laps complete. Up on the outside, Drew Garcia. Let's see if Drew can get a run back at him. Garcia kind of slipped up a little bit there. Hanish went by. Green flag in the air. On the gas, James Hanish. We are racing once again. 7 laps complete. Your Outlaw Street Stocks. To the front straightaway they come here at his heart of Texas Speedway. Here's Hanish. Onto the back straightaway they go. James working down at the bottom of the racetrack. Cody Daniel right there. Jerry Friedrich rides in position number 4. The 71 is sitting there. Watch that. Black number 71. Tommy Kirkpatrick. He rides in position number 3. Down the front straightaway. Down into corner number 1. Daniel's going to try to take a peek at the truck bed. Here they go. Down onto the back straightaway. Hanish holding on. We'll throw a little bit of a block right there as they move down into corner number 3. Here comes Cody Daniel down on the inside. Daniel in the 76S. Down the front straightaway once again. Hanish, a little bit of a block. Here's Hanish. Cody Daniel's going to try to cross it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Gets a run right there. Will not be able to make it on the back straightaway. Tommy Kirkpatrick rides in position number 3. Side-by-side battle. Here's Jerry Friedrich. Friedrich up to the top side of the racetrack. Side-by-side, your leaders down into turn number 1. Hanish holding on. A little bit of contact there into turn number 1. We are halfway home here in your 20-lap Outlaw Street Stock main event here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Here's Hanish. Hanish trying to hold on for dear life. Here comes the 76 of Cody Daniel is right there. Tommy Kirkpatrick now applying the heat in car number 71. You got 3 of them locking away from the field. Let's watch them make their way down the back straightaway. The 15 right there is Billy Mazel. Mazel holding on. Friedrich rounds out the top 5. Here's Cody Daniel going down to the inside. Hanish able to hold on once again. He will throw the chop block right there. Taking a peek down on the inside. Daniel up to the top of the racetrack goes Hanish. This is lap number 13 that we work here in this Street Stock main event. Here's the 777 once again. Hanish up to the top of the racetrack. Daniel down to the inside. Let's watch Hanish go right across. Tries to go across the nose right there, but he can't do it. There's contact there. Cody Daniel side by side. Onto the back straightaway they go. Hanish up on the top side. Cody Daniel right there. A little bit of contact into turn number 3. Spinner right in front of him. Here come the leaders around. Evasive action. Cody Daniel. Yellow flag, and that would have been Katie bar the door right there for Cody Daniel. Oh my goodness, how close was that? Kalen Stone gets turned around in the 2E, and Daniel was almost history right there. Now it is the 76 as he will ride out by himself at the front of the pack. Cody Daniel as he tries to go for the sweep tonight. Here we go. Lights are out around the racetrack. We are set to race this one out to the finish. Green flag. We're racing here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Out of turn number 4. Here's Cody Daniel taking the field out into turn number 1. James Hanish right there on the bottom. Watch that 71. Tommy Kirkpatrick is there. Jerry Friedrich up to the top. Here's Drew Garcia trying to get back in the mix once again in the 9G. They race into turn number 3. Out of corner number 4. Daniel is your race leader in the 76. Flashes his way down. Trouble at turn number 2. Car number 84 loses the grip. The Chevy Malibu spins, and we go caution once again, this time for the 84 Robert Shepard. So didn't get a lot of racing in that time, but what we did see, Joe, on that restart, it looked like a power restart for the 76S of Cody Daniel.
Leaders race at this point. Cody Daniel, Hanish, Kirkpatrick, Mezel, Friedrich. Here we go.
We are set to race it out. 7 laps remaining here in your Outlaw Street Stock main event. Cody Daniel, can he hold on? He takes the field slow into 3. On the gas, green flag. We're racing once again here at Heart of Texas Speedway. The field rumbling out of turn number 4. Cody Daniel takes him down into turn number 1 once again. James Hanish right there as they work at the bottom of the racetrack. You see the 76S bouncing up and down. Here comes Hanish down on the bottom. Tommy Kirkpatrick sitting right there in 3rd, Joe. Here they come. Way up to the top goes Drew Garcia. Out of turn number 4, the 76S. Cody Daniel able to hold on as they rumble around here at Heart of Texas Speedway. The high banked capital of short track racing here in the state of Texas, right here in Waco. Here's Daniel down on the bottom. Hannes right there behind him. Kirkpatrick, Drew Garcia up to the top side. Maisel is right there, down into turn number 1. That is lap number 15. 5 laps to go. Look at Drew Garcia rim riding way up onto the banking. Onto the back straightaway they go. They try to single file it out. Here's your leader coming around, Cody Daniel in the 76S. He continues to lead the field down into turn number 1 one more time. James Hannes right there in second. Boy, Garcia is going way up the hill, but he's not making any ground right there. The interval's staying the same between him and Mazel there in the 15, but he's not making the tracks that he needs to up on the outside. Cody Daniel once again, 4 laps to go this time by for the 76S as he works down at the bottom of the racetrack. Top 3 cars, well, one of them's a truck, running down at the bottom of the racetrack. Tommy Kirkpatrick right there, but here comes trouble to the outside. The 15 of Billy Maisel, he will take a peek way up the hill out of corner number 4, keeps it off the wall, takes Drew Garcia with him as David Corey working there as well, but it continues to be up at the front of the pack to 76S of Cody Daniel. This time by, Kevin will throw him the white flag one more time around. Quarter of a mile to go here in heart of Texas Speedway, opening up a 2.5 car lead advantage over the 77 of James Hannes. Onto the back straightaway your leaders go. Single file, top 5, all the way back to position number 6. Here's your leader down at the bottom of the racetrack, checkered flag in the air. Cody Daniel takes it home as he wins here at the Bagby Memorial for the Outlaw Street Stocks. James Hannes comes home second, and rounding out the podium, car number 71, Tommy Kirkpatrick. What a race you see there. Cody Daniel able to put it all together. It was Drew Garcia at one point. David Corey led him down to the stripe. They went back and forth, but when it's all said and done, it is the 76S car that will park it in victory lane here on the 55th season opener here at heart of Texas Speedway, the Bagby Memorial, and the Outlaw Street Stocks.
Oh, he's going out the top side, boys and girls. Get the guy out the top side.
And that right there, friends, is how you christen a brand new race car. Cody Daniel's brand new car, and he parks it in victory lane. There he is as he wins here in Texas.
All right. I need to be able to look to him eye to eye, so I'm going to stand on his car. Cody Daniel, I don't know if I'm more excited or you are, buddy. Good job.
Man, I'm going to tell you what. I haven't even hot lapped the car before tonight. We ran the heat race. I've never even sat in this car. It's a brand new car. I've been racing for 25 years. I've never had a brand new car. Luckily, I had some sponsors come on board and help us out, put us in a brand new car for the first time ever. And the first night I go out and win the heat and the feature, I might drink me a beer later on.
Hey, hold on. I need 2 beers to the flag stand right now. 1 for Cody, 1 for me. So somebody bring us 2 beers right now. But first off, he's thanking his sponsors. Here you go.
Yeah, first off and foremost, my uncle, my mom, them 2 right there, they stay with it. Everybody knows my mom. She's crew chief every night I'm out here. EWB Leasing, Chapman's Belt Bonds, Robert's Trucking, Francine's Place, Spillman Excavation, Wicked Fast Transmissions, Jack Jenkins Performance, Robbins Motors, Marty Robbins Motors, Breakabout Bell Bondsman. I don't know, White Rock, Toby Rance,
Yellow. Don't forget yellow.
And everybody from the 05.
The 05. Do a picture up here. Cody Daniel.
All right, race fans, here we go. It is Cogburn up on the point in the 601 as we get set. Sport mod action coming at you. Here they come out of 4. Green flag, we're racing in heart of Texas Speedway. whole shot move. Cockburn up to the top. Look at the 12 car. G.W. Egbert already up to second. Back straight away they go, and it is Montgomery on the outside. G.W. Egbert down on the bottom. Cockburn working down at the bottom of the racetrack. Here they come out of turn number 4. Cockburn takes the field down into turn number 1. They are 3 wide down into the corner. Here's Guerin. Guerin down to the bottom of the racetrack trying to make it stick, and he will go to position number 3. Guerin in car number 12 as he now will try to chase down the 717 of G.W. Egbert out of turn number 4. The field as they slice and dice a little bit further back in the field. Up on the point, Chris Cockburn in the 601. The 717, there's Egbert. Here comes Guerin. Guerin is pacing it hard, and he is trying to make the move. Kyle Wilkins in the 7MK right there. James Honish rounds out your top 5. Jason Hubert Sr. rides in position number 6. This is lap number 3. 20-lap main event. Brandon Guerin working up on the top shelf. Back straight away they go. Top 3 cars trying to get away from the pack, but you got Wilkins right there in the 7MK. Here they come out of corner number 4. Continues to be the 601 of Chris Cockburn. Cockburn will now encounter some lap traffic here as they work lap number 5. Onto the back straightaway they go. Look at Guerin. Guerin up to the top of the racetrack. Down on the inside of him, it's the 717 of Egbert right in front of him. It'll be John Rodriguez in the 10R. He goes across the bow and goes back up to the top of the racetrack. Guerin's going to try to take it to the top shelf. Here they come out of corner number 2. Guerin slices, and he will go to position number 2. Guerin to the outside. He'll try to make the pass. Going to use the 65 as a pick. Here they come out of corner number 4. Cockburn down on the inside. Guerin on the top side. They split the 65. The 65 car there at Keith Tomlinson. Back straight away they go. Here is Guerin. Contact right there. G.W. Egbert into the back of Cockburn in the 601. Guerin in the 12 will bring the field down. This is lap number 7. 7 laps complete for Brandon Guerin in the 12. The 717 of G.W. Egbert. Cockburn is there. Kyle Wilkins. And the caution flag waves on the racetrack. Yellow flag on the racetrack here with 7 laps complete. What a move to the front of the pack. And you got them racing hard up at the front of the pack right there, and it is Guerin in the 12. What a run to the front.
Brandon can go at any point. Cockburn being a little aggressive on the bottom side right there. Here we go.
Here we go. Green flag. Guerin on the gas. He will pace him down into turn number 1. Cockburn is there. Egbert, Honish. Let's watch him go on to the back straightaway. Here's Kyle Wilkins. He washes up the racetrack. Honish right there. Here's Hubert right behind him. Out of corner number 4. Here they come. It is Guerin in the 12, continuing to hold on. G.W. Egbert now settles into second. You got a battle happening right there for that second spot. Wilkins down on the bottom. Up in the middle, it is Chris Cockburn. Back straightaway they go as we approach the halfway point here in this Sport Mod main event. Out at turn number 4 continues to be Guerin. Guerin now starting to open up the lead. He leads by about 2 car lengths down into turn number 1. You watch the leaders go to the top of the racetrack. Out of the top 4, it's only Wilkins down at the bottom. Crossover move, and here comes Cockburn down to the bottom. You got 2 of them locked up as Green goes to the outside. That race behind him, Cockburn in turn number 4 will loop him down at the bottom of the racetrack. He gets the car rolling, but he spins out of position number 3, and that will give Kyle Wilkins now that podium spot. Here's James Honish right there. Behind them, you've got Hubert in the 778. Your leader making his way out of the corner once again. Halfway home that time by for Brandon Guerin. G.W. Egbert right in his tracks as they make their way down the back straightaway. Chris Kilgore right in their sights in the 58K. Kilgore working at the top. Here's the leaders coming down to the bottom. Guerin will flat-footed down and make his way down into corner number 1. Bottom of the racetrack. G.W. Egbert up to the top. G.W. dives off the banking. Will try to get a run. He's got a good run down the backstretch. He's able to close the gap as they make their way into turn number 3. It is Guerin holding on by 1 car length as we race lap number 12. 8 laps to go here in your Sport Mod main event. Caution flag on the racetrack. Caution flag on the racetrack. Turn number 2. You got one sideways. It looks like Joel Garcia loses the grip, and we will tighten him up once again up on the point. Can anybody do anything with him? As Joe mentioned, that track is changing up. You're watching the leaders go different routes. You're watching them go to different parts of the racetrack each lap. Let's see how it shakes out here. Brandon Guerin up on the point. He can take off at any point as he takes the field down into turn number 3. We're set. Green and going. We're racing once again here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Into turn number 1, Guerin up on the top, way down on the bottom, it's Egbert. Egbert momentarily, but look at that push. Here is Guerin. The 7MK of Kyle Wilkins is right there. They race down into turn number 3. Oh, so close. Out of turn number 4, down on the bottom is GW Egbert. Up on the top side, Wilkins is right there. Down into the corner, and now the field begins to tighten up. James Honish is right there. The 116 into the fray as well. That's Damon Hammond. Hammond in the middle of it. That top 5. Oh, we got one off the racetrack right here. Looks like Hubert in the 778. The 12 of Guerin will take his way up on the top shelf. Here's Egbert. Crossover. Slider. Here is the move. And it is Guerin that goes down to the inside. Momentary lead change right there. But it does not stick. Here they come out of 4. Side by side. Egbert down on the bottom. Guerin up on the top. Taking a low entry. Going up to the top is Guerin. Egbert down on the bottom. Look at that push. Back straightaway. Side by side down into turn number 3. GW Egbert on the bottom side. Guerin on the top side. 5 to go this time by. 5 laps to go as your leaders going toe-to-toe right here in the Sport Mod main event. You got a couple of heavyweights up at the front, and they are getting after it. What a battle we are watching. Brandon Guerin in the 12. GW Egbert in the 717 down on the bottom side. They will have some lappers in front of them as they continue to motor their way around. First will be the 97 car as they will come across that and will make their way around. Here's Egbert down to the bottom, side by side. Guerin up on the top side. 3 to go this time by. 3 more laps to go. Brandon Guerin in car number 12 is your leader. GW Egbert in the 717 trying to work on the bottom side. Guerin a big push onto the back straightaway. Caution flag on the racetrack. Caution flag on the racetrack. Turn number 4, one at the top of the hill. And the stage gets even more suspenseful as we get set to go here.
All right, here we go. Lights are going to go out. Brandon Guerin up front. Let's go.
All right, friends, we get ready to race this one out. Race fans, I hope you're ready because here they come. Brandon Guerin takes it. Green flag. We're racing. Into turn number 1 they go. Look at Wilkins up on the top side. Honish right there. Onto the back straightaway, and it is Guerin holding on, but GW Egbert is right there. Watch out for the 116 of Damon Hammond. He is silently lurking back there in position number 4. Here they come. That's lap number 17. 3 to go this time by. 3 wide down into the corner. Here they go to the back straightaway. Wilkins is there. Here's Hammond down to the inside. 3 wide almost into the corner. Guerin up on the point. 1 car length advantage. Now to the top of the racetrack is Guerin. 2 more trips around. Brandon Guerin in car number 12. Wilkins in the 7MK. GW Egbert, Hammond, Hanish. That is how they roll. And now here is the 9 car getting into the race as well. Good run right there for Pat McGuire. Here they come. White flag in the air. 1/4 mile to go for Brandon Guerin in car number 17. Diving it into turn number 3. At the bottom, the 7MK. Back straightaway they go. Look at that horsepower on the back straightaway. Brandon Guerin will dive it into turn number 3. Set it at the bottom of the racetrack. He'll slip slide it up to the top and take the checkered flag. Brandon Guerin is your winner. The 7MK. Good run to second place for Kyle Wilkins. GW Egbert comes home 3rd. What a battle. James Honish along with Hammond as they race it out there in the top 5. Fantastic racing in your Sport Mods tonight as they slice and dice it around. And when it's all said and done, it is Brandon Guerin in car number 12 that will park it in victory lane. Here at Heart of Texas Speedway tonight in your season opener, the Bagby Memorial. 55th season of racing right here at the beautiful, world-famous Heart of Texas Speedway. Now to the car. Here he is, Brandon Guerin, your winner here tonight at Heart of Texas Speedway.
And the number 12 car. Brandon Guerin out of the car. And this might be a little more special than most nights. Give us a little history of what's going on. How you feel about tonight? Opening night at Waco, winning tonight. What's up, buddy?
Good job.
Good job.
We always like that little guy helping us out there. So,
Where you guys and my daddy won.
my daddy won. That's what I'm talking about.
Woohoo! Oh man, it's been a long winter. We did a lot of stuff to the car, changed a few things over, and had a couple new sponsors come on board with us. And I can't thank everybody that helps us enough, man. They put a lot of money and time in this car, and I couldn't do it without any of them. I gotta thank Glenn Wilson with Wilson Chassis, Richard Pickens, Wicked Fast Transmissions, my dad, Auto Works, Drywall Incorporated, Poor Boys LP Gas. Oh man, Marty Robbins builds an awesome motor. This thing is on point. IRP race cars, CRS suspension. Everybody, my wife, my little boy, everybody that helps us, man. I couldn't do without them.
Awesome job. Good job tonight. You picked a good line. It was always you and G-Dub just racing, but clean racing. Nobody touched.
I thought he was going to try to slide job me a couple times, but with as rough as it is down there, it's hard to pull a slide job. So I was just happy he stayed down there and we had a good run.
Awesome job tonight. What do you think?
I'm 4 years old.
What's your name?
And Garrett.
Excellent. That's what I said. What he said.
Brandon Garrett is your winner here tonight in the Sport Mods. Fantastic racing right there. As he takes care of it, wins a hard-fought battle right there, and he does win here on opening night here in Waco.
Your stock car / modified driver from the old days. And you got the Abbey boys, Marcus Harcrow, Eric Miles, Andy Roller, veteran Simsek. Let's go. Green flag racing.
We are set to go. Green flag in your eye socks. Down into turn number 1 they go. 3 wide down the end of the corner. Here's Lorenz. Oh, way up to the top. Frederick in the 17. Will take the field down into turn number 3. Oh, we got some battles happening right there. Here they come. Dean Abbey in the 26. Down the front straightaway they go. Frederick right there on the top side. He will work on the top shelf. Abbey down on the bottom. Here comes the 97 of Dean Lorenz trying to get a run. Marcus Harcrow right there. Travis Norman rounds out your top 5. That is how they run. This is going to be lap number 2. Continues to be Frederick, your leader, in the 17 as he flashes by once again, leading this main event. But you got Dean Abbey in the 26 trying to work down at the bottom of the racetrack. Harcrow, maybe a little contact there with Travis Norman as Norman was trying to work down at the bottom. Here they come around. Harcrow, that's a good battle happening right there with Doug Lorenz in the 97. But your leader continues to be the 26 of Dean Abbey. The 17 car continues to try to work. That's John Frederick. Here they are onto the back straightaway. Marcus Harcrow now in position number 3. Up to the top goes the 97 of Lorenz as they race side by side. Here's Norman. It's really beginning to start to shake up right there from second all the way back to 6th position as here comes Jeffrey Abbey in the 37. Jeffrey Abbey about to get into the mix. Here's Frederick trying to hold on to second. But down on the inside, it's Marcus Harcrow. This is lap number 5. 15 laps to go this time by for your race leader, car number 26, Dean Abbey. Marcus Harcrow is there. Frederick up at the top. Travis Norman, the 97 of Doug Lorenz. Here is Jeffrey Abbey up at the top of the racetrack. Abbey's going to try to take a peek, and now he'll go to the top side as he battles in position number 6. Dean Abbey is your leader as he tries to get away from the field. Marcus Harcrow holding on right there in second. Frederick in the 17. Travis Norman. Now it's really starting to rustle up behind them there. Benji Kirkpatrick in the 47-25 as he is racing right there with the 18 car. Good battle happening right there as they race side by side. The 18 trying to hold on. That is Kenny Merritt. Let's watch that battle as well. Here's Marcus Harcrow as he has raced his way into second position, but he's got a long way to go to catch that race leader, which is Dean Abbey. Dean Abbey down into turn number 1 at the bottom of the racetrack. Here's Marcus Harcrow, Travis Norman, Frederick working at the top. Here's Jeffrey Abbey. He's going to take it off the banking and onto the back straightaway they go, side by side for a moment. And now Jeffrey Abbey will try to work Frederick. That's Frederick on the outside. That is your hot spot on the racetrack as they battle for position number 5. Jeffrey Abbey right there. Frederick up to the top. You got a 3-car freight train being led right there by the 29 of Marcus Harcrow. Travis Norman into 3X. John Frederick now back in command of position number 4 momentarily as we race towards the halfway point here in your eye stocks. But it is up at the front. Dean Abbey, car number 26, in cruise control as he continues to lead, and now he's got some lappers up in front of him. He'll first work Earl Shipler. Shipler in the 38 along with Kabash in the 24. Let's take a look here and see how Abbey's going to work that. Abbey goes to, Abbey, a little bit of contact right there. I think Abbey made some contact with one of the tractor tires down on the inside. might have ripped off the front fender on that 26 car. Let's take a look as we can see it this time by. There you see the fender hanging off the side. Halfway home that time by, or we're past the halfway point. Take a look at that front fender on car number 26 as Abby made some contact. Let's take a look. You see that front tire wobbling as well. The left front tire is wobbling on the 26 as he makes contact with the tractor tire. It's not affecting the performance of the car as he's working down at the bottom of the track. Let's take a look here as Jeffrey Abbey's made his way into second. Let's see if these brothers can mix it up right here as Jeffrey will try to chase down Dean. Dean's down at the bottom of the racetrack. He's trying to hold on for dear life as that car, obviously with some damage on the left front suspension, he'll take it down into the corner. Keith Kibosh in between them. Jeffrey Abbey up at the top. Look at that left front. That left front tire is just flailing away on Dean Abbey. Here they come out of corner number 4. This time by 5 laps to go. Can Dean Abbey hold on as he takes that limped race car down into turn number 1? That left front continuing to just freewheel as he makes his way. Jeffrey Abbey on the gas. He is now within eye shot of the 26 car. Here they come around bottom of the racetrack. You got 2 different lines right here by the Abbeys. You got Dean way on the bottom. You got Jeffrey way up on the top. That is how they're working. The 26 car, Dean Abbey, that is the only place that battered machine is going to work, down at the bottom with that left front damage. Here comes Jeffrey Abbey on the gas. Can he do it? This time by, that's 17 laps complete. 3 to go. Jeffrey Abbey as he will try to work around the outside of the 38 car of Shipler. Now he'll go down to the inside, and he is within 3 car lengths of the 26. 2 laps to go this time by. It's going to be the Abbeys. Jeffrey slips up just a little bit right there, and he's not able to make a lot of ground. Looked like he was on a really good run of momentum right there. Onto the back straightaway they go. This next time by, white flag will be in the air. Dean Abbey is the leader. Can he hold on? Jeffrey Abbey up on the top side. 1/4 mile to go. One more time here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Dean Abbey down at the bottom. Here is Jeffrey Abbey. They make their way onto the backstretch. Here's Jeffrey's going to try to take a peek up on the top side. Dean's going to hold it steady on the bottom. He is not going anywhere. Checkered flag in the air. Dean Abbey takes it home. Jeffrey Abbey comes home second. Good run to the 47.25. Benji Kirkpatrick. He and Marcus Harcrow racing it out there for third. Lots of damage right there, and he will bring it around. As he wins it here tonight in the iStocks 20-lap main event here on opening night. All right, still trying to get Joe down there. There is Dean Abbey out of the race cars. He wins it here, car number 26.
Try it again. Dean, I'm looking at the right front. It's towed out about 4 inches. To win a race with that car like that, it's pretty impressive, son.
I mean, it was all luck, you know. After we got the front end tore up, it's just hanging on. I knew Jeffrey was probably coming. I'm going to be honest, if there'd have been a caution, I'd have just pulled off.
Well, I don't know about that. You debuted this car last week at I-37. Ran third? Second place last week. Second night on the car and a win with the front end knocked out from under it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I can't thank John and Jill Sniper Speed enough for letting me drive their hot rod. It's been fun. You know, we busted our butts on it to get it ready, but can't say enough about this car. You know, two outings and a first and a second. I got no complaints. Jeffrey, he built all the shocks for this thing, CRS, you know. Everybody who's a part of this team, my wife, you know, she hadn't been too happy with me the last couple of weeks. I've worked on this thing a lot. Dynamic drive lines, just everybody who's a part of this thing, I couldn't do it without them.
All right, well, important. Let's talk to the wife. How do you feel about the race car?
I mean, it's a good car, and we appreciate
All right, well, love seeing it down here. Love seeing y'all in the winner's circle. Good job. Congratulations. Nice job, buddy.
Thank you.
There you go, Mr. Dean Abbey. I'm serious, dude. I've seen a lot of messed up front ends. That thing is jacked beyond jacked. I'm pretty sure Jeffrey was coming, but that thing's pretty messed up for him to win that. That's a pretty impressive feat right there. So, Dean Abbey.
All right, it is Bowles and Fuller as we get set. 20 laps to settle it. Factory stocks are set right here at the world famous, historic heart of Texas Speedway. We're set. Here they come. Green flag. We're racing. Off they go. It is Bowles. Great hole shot move. He will lead them down. They make their way down into the corner. The 151 of Tommy Williams. He rides in position number 2. Here comes Shannon Dulock in the 47. 3 wide as they make their way around. My goodness, it is so tight. Here they come. 704 is sitting right there as well. Kyle Wilkins. Oh man, trying to hold the point is Bowles. Taking a peek up on the top side. You got Tommy Williams is there. Caution flag on the racetrack. Caution flag on the racetrack. As he got a spinner over at turn number 3, the 0-1 of John Grove. So we will have a complete restart. We re-rack them and restack them and try it one more time.
Restart right here. Door to door, bumper to bumper, coming out of 4, even start. Here we go.
Bowles and Fuller bring them down. Here we go. Green flag. We're racing once again here in your factory stocks. And off they go, barreling down into turn number 1. It's Bowles on the top side. Williams down on the bottom. You got one sliding through the middle. It's Wilkins here. Shannon Dulock. Dulock down on the bottom. Follow those green wheels down at the bottom of the racetrack. Here they come around. You got a spinner. Up at the top, the 91 of Joe Fuller. Loses a grip. You got one over the hill. Looks like everybody will get rolling. You got 2 down at the bottom of the racetrack. Let's take a look. The field making their way out of corner number 2. Down the back straightaway, and there is your caution as the 87 was sitting there. David Montgomery couldn't get that car rolling. He does right as the caution flag comes out. Bowles is your leader in car number 40. And we will get set to get him rolling once again. Here we go. Green flag. We're racing at the heart of Texas Speedway. They go onto the back straightaway. There's Bowles, but it's Shannon Dulock. Dulock up on the top side, trying to find some space right there. Battle. Here's Abby up on the top. Out of corner number 4 they come. Bowles trying to hold on. There's Dulock. Boy, they are starting to mix it up down at the bottom of the racetrack. Tommy Williams right there. Kyle Wilkins in the 704. Onto the back straightaway they go. You've got the 222 into the mix as well right there. Jamie Herring. Here comes this cluster of cars out of turn number 4, being led by Shannon Dulock. Your leader in car number 47. Down into the corner they go. And it is Dulock up at the front of the pack. Abby right there in the 37. 3 wide as they make their way down. Here's Bowles. Bowles trying to work there. Down at the bottom, it's Tommy Williams. Out of corner number 4 they come. Flashing by once again, continues to be Dulock as they work lap number 4 here in your factory stock main event. Back straightaway they go. It's Dulock continuing to hold on. There's Abby right there in the 40s, in the 37. Back straightaway, here they come. Down the front stretch once again. Continuing to battle the 47 of Dulock. Dulock right there on the point. Abby is there, the 40. Here comes Bowles. Caution flag on the racetrack. Caution flag on the racetrack. All right, here's the field. We are set. Green flag. We're racing once again here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Down into turn number 1, Shannon Dulock, car number 47. Onto the back straightaway they go. Abby working down at the bottom. Here's Tommy Williams in the 151. Back straightaway they go as they dive into turn number 3. Continuing to hold on is Dulock. Williams way up at the top of the hill as he navigates corners 3 and 4. Flashing down the front straightaway once again. Dulock in the 47. That is lap number 5. Onto the back straightaway they go. Crossover move right there. Tommy Williams. Williams is right there down to the inside of Abby. Here they come around. We got a battle shaping up right here in your factory stocks. Making their way down past the start-finish line. Dulock up at the top of the racetrack. Tommy Williams down at the bottom. Abby right there in between. Now the 222 of Jamie Herring trying to race for position number 4. Kyle Wilkins in the 704 along with the car number 40 of Michael Bowles. A little bit of contact right there down at turn number 4. But they make their way out. Here they come. onto the back straightaway, side-by-side battle. There's Abby, a little bit of contact with Duloc. Duloc able to hold on. They'll dive into corner number 3. Duloc down at the bottom of the racetrack being followed by Abby. This time by, this is lap number 8. Past the start-finish line they go. Abby leading at the line. Here's Shannon Duloc trying to work up at the top of the racetrack. Onto the back straightaway they go. Jeffrey Abbey holding on now a half a car length down into turn number 3. Duloc down to the bottom at the door. A little bit of contact right there. Here they come. Down the front stretch, side by side, into turn number 1. Shannon Duloc goes to the bottom. Jeffrey Abbey up at the top. He's using the banking. Onto the back straightaway they go. What a battle here at the front. The 37 and the 47. This time by, cross flags. We are halfway home. 10 down, 10 to go right here in your factory stock main event. Diving into corner number 1. Abbey on the top. Duloc on the bottom. Duloc trying to get the run. Creeps off the racetrack just a little bit. Abbey able to hold on. The 151 of Tommy Williams is right there. Here is Duloc down at the bottom. Out of turn number 4. Chasing. They make their way down. Abbey up at the top. Duloc down at the bottom. Oh my goodness, cannot get any closer than this right here. We are past the halfway point here in the factory stocks, and the battle continues to wage on. Up at the front, it is Abbey in the 37, Duloc in the 47. Caution flag on the racetrack. Yellow flag waves with 11 laps complete here in your factory stocks. Jeffrey Abbey in the 37, Shannon Duloc. Tommy Williams in the 151K as we are set to go. Here we go, 9 laps to settle it in your factory stocks as they bring them down. Green flag in the air, we're racing here at Heart of Texas. Abbey takes the field into turn number 1. Duloc right in his tracks. Oh, trouble for the 704 of Kyle Wilkins. Wilkins off the racetrack into the infield. The battle wages on in the back straightaway. The top 5 cars as they begin to muscle around. Here they come. This is lap number 12. Up at the front, it is the 37 of Abbey. Duloc, Williams, side by side, the 222 of Jamie Herring. Up on the top side, the 40, that's your pole sitter, Michael Bowles. And the rest of the pack coming at him as they go 4 wide out of corner number 4 back, or corner number 2 back there behind him. Here's Jeffrey Abbey in the 37, leading Shannon Duloc. This is lap number 13. Tommy Williams right there in that 3rd position as they start to battle, trying to check out from the field. Back straightaway they go. Those top 3 cars, they muscle around still back there. Position number 4, the 222 of Herring. The 40 is right there as well. That was your pole sitter Bowles. Down into turn number 1. Continues to be Abbey. Here's Shannon Duloc. Duloc up at the top of the racetrack. Here comes Tommy Williams. Tommy Williams is going to have something to say before this one's all said and done. This time by, we'll have 5 laps to go. 5 laps remaining here for your factory stocks as they motor by. Jeffrey Abbey trying to hold on in car number 37. The 151K of Tommy Williams down at the bottom of the racetrack. Shannon Duloc tries to take a run up on the top side. Here's Duloc down to the bottom. Little bit of contact out of turn number 4. Around goes Abbey. Here's Duloc. Duloc will go down to the bottom of the racetrack. Abbey spins. Caution flag on the racetrack. The 37 and the 47 contact right there out of turn number 4. '37 car goes around that contact there with Shannon Duloc. And those leaders, as they race around, you saw them dive into turn number 3. Duloc with a bonsai move down to the bottom. The contact right there at turn number 3. And that sends the 37 car around. And there is Duloc in the 47. And it will be the end of the night for car number 47. Shannon Duloc, black flag to the pits, so the 47 car will exit. Here they come. Tommy Williams will be your leader in the 151. 5 laps remaining here for your factory stocks. Jamie Herring, we are set. Green flag. We're off and racing here at Heart of Texas Speedway. And And off we go down into turn number 1. The battle will wage on. The 151 of Tommy Williams trying to hold on, but now he's got a whole cast of characters coming at him. Here comes a 4-car. Ryan Hopkins is right there. Hopkins up on the top side. 4 laps to go this time by for Williams in the 151. Tommy Hopkins rides in second, followed by the 40 of Michael Bowles. Michael Bowles in that third position. The 222 of Jamie Herring. Back straight away they go. Mike Land in the 48 rounds out your top 5. This time by, we will see 3 laps to go for your race leader, the 151K of Tommy Williams. Easing the field down as he works down at the bottom of the racetrack. Look at that 4-car. Ryan Hopkins working way up at the top of the speedway. Here they go down into turn number 3. The battle will continue. Williams tries to make a move, but the caution flag comes out. The 76 in. 76 in. J.D. Nino loses a grip. And the caution flag waves once again. And we are set to go. Green flag in the air. We're racing here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Green flag. There's Williams down at the bottom of the racetrack. Keep an eye up on the top shelf. Watch that 4-car Ryan Hopkins as he's working up there with Michael Bowles. Back straight away they go. Jamie Herring is right there as well. This time by, it'll be 2 laps to go. The 151K. Tommy Williams, one more time around, this time by. And Williams dives to the bottom of the racetrack. There is Herring. Back straight away they go. Up at the top, it's Michael Bowles. He's got some competition up there with Ryan Hopkins. Single file back there behind him. Here comes a field out of corner number 4. Checkered flag in the air, and it waves over the 151K. Tommy Williams wins in the factory stocks here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Great drive to second place, Michael Bowles in the runner-up spot, and rounding out the top 3 in the 222, it is Jamie Herring. Fantastic racing here tonight at Hot for your factory stocks. Out of the car, there he is, he can hear you. Tommy Williams parks it in victory lane here tonight at Heart of Texas Speedway.
Hey. Mr. Tommy Williams. Right place, right time, and inconsistency, right?
I tried to stay smooth. My car was not right by all means, but I was just trying to hang with them boys, and they started beating, so I was just kind of just...
I watched you.
Man, look at my lips.
I watched you. I was like, well, he's just going to ride back there and see what happens.
I was trying to stay
and what
smooth
happened?
and hold on. Hey, they did it to themselves. That was awesome. Sad for them. I'm sorry for both of them. I love both of them, but hey, thank you.
Anybody want to thank tonight, Tommy? Good job,
man. This is my wife's car. Thank you to my wife, my kids, and my mom, and everybody for watching my little boy. 2.5 chassis, precise racing workhorse. Everybody that helps us with this car, man. Justin Gillard. There's a whole group of them. Chris Rohn, everybody.
And the mom?
What?
The wife? Who do you want to thank?
Oh, my husband for being a great driver.
There you go. Let's get everybody out there. So, good job, Tommy. Good job. There it is. Tommy Williams, your factory stock winner tonight. 151.
Nice run there for Williams as he puts it in victory lane. All right, we are set to go. These are the youngsters. Here they come out of corner number 4. Green flag, we're racing in your junior limiteds. Trevor Cockburn into turn number 1. 10-lap main event. Cockburn on the point. Onto the back straightaway they go. Willette there in the 3. Down the back stretch, and you got a side-by-side battle happening right there behind them. Let's watch them go wheel to wheel. Up on the outside, it's the 89 of Wyatt Sexton. Here they come around. Cockburn. Nice line right there as Cockburn takes it into turn number 1. Willett in the 3. Behind them. In the 7. This will be lap number 2. Here they come around. Clicking off the laps. That's Jeff Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. there in the 3rd place car. Here is Cockburn onto the back straightaway trying to hang on. As the field will make their way out of turn number 4, they're going to have a couple of them in front of them. Here's Willett up to the top side by side as they work around some of the lap traffic. Willett up on the top side, and your new leader. To the front goes Corbin. And this time by, it'll be 4 laps in the books for your junior limiteds. Let's see if Trevor Cockburn can make a move back, working down at the bottom of the racetrack, flashing down the front stretch into corner number 1. Willett leading down the back straightaway. That's about a 5-car length advantage. Now stretches it out to about 6. Into corner number 3. This time by, we are halfway home. Halfway home right here. 5 down, 5 to go for your junior limiteds. Starting to get racy back there as Jeff Bowser Jr. right on the back bumper of Trevor Cockburn as they race around. Here they go, lap number 6. They are all chasing Willett. Corbin Willett in car number 3 is your race leader. Side-by-side battle behind him. Bowser Jr. down on the bottom, Cockburn up on the top side. Cockburn will hold on and go back into that second position as they race. Hold on, around goes Jeff Bowser Jr. in the 730. Spin to avoid right there as you had the 75, a Mason Warren caution flag on the racetrack for that action over at turn number 4. All right, looks like we are set. Here we go. Lights are out around the racetrack. The field coming. And we are green and going right here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Corbin Willett on the gas, takes the field down into turn number 1. Trevor Cockburn rides in second. They wrestle it up back behind him. Wyatt Sexton in the 89 holding on. Here comes Jeff Bowser Jr. trying to get back into the mix in the 730. Down to the inside, already back up to position number 3, but it is Corbin Willett up at the front of the pack. He will lead. That is lap number 7. Hanging on to second is Trevor Cockburn. A little bit of a slip up right there. And we are off and going. A little bit of trouble there for Bowser as he slips back. But your top 2 remains the same. Here they come by. Willett, 2 laps to go this time by. Car number 3 as he leads over Cockburn. The 89 of Sexton is right there. Here is Bowser trying to come back at him. And the caution flag out on the racetrack. Three laps to settle it right here for the Junior Limiteds as we roll on here on opening night. Willett on the point down at the bottom of the racetrack. We are set to go, and the green flag is out. Green and going. Off they go down into turn number 1. The 3-car will guide the field as they make their way onto the back straightaway. The 601 of Cockburn is right there, but here comes that 730 of Jeff Bowser Jr. as he is back up to third once again and now taking a peek down on the bottom. He'll slide it around down at the bottom of the racetrack. He will continue rolling. That time by. 2 laps to go for your race leader. Willett in the 3. Let's see if Cockburn can chase him down. You got about 4 car lengths in between them as we race along here in the final stages of this Junior Limited main event. This time by, it'll be the white flag in the air. Quarter of a mile to go. One more time around for car number 3, Corbin Willett, as they will work to the outside of Daphne Batt. Back straight away they go, the 601 of Cockburn in hot pursuit, but it does not look like he'll reel him in. Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be car number 3, Corbin Willett. We'll park it in victory lane here tonight at Heart of Texas Speedway as he wins it in the Junior Limiteds. Fantastic race as he runs it to the front, makes the pass on Cockburn, and he will go to winner's circle. And there he is out of the car. Fantastic run. And we will head down to Joe, our victory lane interview here at Heart of Texas Speedway.
Guyton, that was weird. I know Guyton, and that was a little bit off. All right, our battery's dying. Corbin Will says, A, that was a little weird with Guyton, and then B, that's not his first win, but it is the first of the year. think he called his shot for the rest of the year. So, Mr. Corbin Williams, Willett Jr.
A cool $1,000 waits for the winner of this one as we get set. Lights are out around the racetrack. We get set to go. David Good Jr. on the inside. Ramey on the outside. Green flag. We're racing. Off they go down into turn number one. Good down on the bottom. Ramey up on the top side. Raymond McSpadden threading the needle through the middle. He'll back it off. Here's Chris Morris down on the inside. He races for position number 3. It'll be Good bringing him out of turn number 4, lap number 1. And it is the 7G, your race leader. Chris Morris right there working down at the bottom of the racetrack. Kevin Ramey will rim right it around the top side. Ramey on the gas, and he will come up right to the back of Good. Down into turn number 3. Out of corner number 4. Way up on the top shelf. Here is Ramey. Doesn't have the drive off of the corner. It's Good. That's lap number 2. 2 laps complete. 18 to go. Morris goes up the hill. Here's Raymond McSpadden working down on the inside. They've got company coming on the outside. The AJ of John White. John White working to the outside of Eric Tomlinson. Green is right behind him in car number 5. Down the front straightaway once again down into corner number 1. David Good Jr. in the 7G. Ramey hanging on right there. Raymond McSpadden trying to gain some ground, but you got him 3 wide right back there behind him. Watch Tomlinson in the 45. Watch the 8J of John White. Here they come, roaring down the front straightaway, these fire-breathing IMCA modifieds as they race around the quarter-mile high-banked Heart of Texas Speedway. 3 wide down into the corner. Oh, my goodness, contact. The 94 of Morris, the 48 of McSpadden, and the 45 of Eric Tomlinson. Everybody able to keep it straight. Everybody able to keep it clean right there. Here they go onto the backstretch. Good has that top spot, but look at that run up on the top side for Kevin Ramey in the 1K. Side by side out of corner number 4. Ramey up on the top side. Good down on the bottom. They flash past the front straightaway one more time to complete lap number 6, and it will be Good able to hold on. But here is Ramey. Ramey right there. Now they go single file all the way around the racetrack, all the way back to the 8J as John White takes a peek to the outside. Kevin Green is up on the top side in car number 5 as he will try to motor around Raymond McSpadden in the 48R. Back straightaway. Good working down at the racetrack. No reason to get out of that lane. He has parked that car down at the bottom of the racetrack. He has the grip. He has the drive right there. And he has held everyone off as we work towards the halfway point. Up on the top side, Kevin Ramey in the 1K. Still trying to make that top shelf work. Knock, knock on the back door. Here we go. It is Eric Tomlinson in the 45 as he will be a player now. He is 2 car lengths behind Ramey. This time by. This is lap number 9. Approaching the halfway point here in this IMCA modified main event. Take a look at the 94. Oh, trouble. Ramey will loop it out at turn number 2. Caution flag on the racetrack. Yellow, yellow, yellow. As Ramey working up on the top shelf. He will spin out of position number 2, and that will put Eric Tomlinson, Black Beauty, sitting right there in position number 2. Outside, it'll be the 5 of Kevin Green, row 3 on the inside, the 94 of Chris Morris on the outside, the 48R of Raymond McSpadden. Those are your top 3 rows as we go. 11 laps remaining. Lights are out around the racetrack. Here we go. Green flag. We're racing. Into turn number 1 they go. One more train as we race our final race. Onto the backstretch. Good trying to hold on. Look at Green working up at the top. Kevin Green on the top shelf will take a peek to the outside. David Good Jr. has been working at the bottom of the racetrack this entire race. Let's see if Kevin Green can get the drive up there. We saw Kevin Ramey try to make it work. Let's see if Kevin Green can make it stick. They are halfway down. We are halfway through this one. This is lap number 11. David Good Jr. lead out of turn number 4. Kevin Green rides in second position. Eric Tomlinson, Raymond McSpadden, Chris Morris, car number 94. That rounds out your top 5. Onto the back straightaway they go. Big power move up on the top side. Kevin Green in car number 5. He noses ahead. Out of turn number 4. Tries to make it stick on the top side. He will go to the point. New leader, lap number 12. 8 laps remaining. It is Kevin Green in car number 5. Here's David Good Jr. coming back at him on the bottom side. Into turn number 3 they go. Kevin Green is your leader. Lap number 13. 7 more trips around Heart of Texas Speedway for car number 5 as he will take the field. Off of the banking, onto the back straightaway. Now begins to open up the interval over the 7 to David Good Jr. We'll call that about a good 3-car length advantage for car number 5 of Kevin Green. 14 laps complete. 6 to go this time by for your leader, car number 5. The familiar orange number 5. Many laps, many wins here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Kevin Green trying to park it in victory lane here tonight on opening night. Tomlinson taking a peek down on the inside. David Good Jr. closes the door on him. Good has been at the bottom of the racetrack the entire night. And he's going to make Tomlinson, McSpadden, Morris, anybody go around him on the outside. We are 4 laps from the finish this time by. As the field comes around, Kevin Green checks off another lap as he dives down into the corner. Continuing to lead on the back straightaway. David Good Jr.'s there. Here's Eric Tomlinson. Tomlinson up to the back bumper. He'll take a peek up on the top side. Let's see if he can make it stick there. Here they come out of the corner on the top side. Trying to get a run at him is Tomlinson. Tomlinson on the top side. Side by side, that battle as well. As you got McSpadden and Chris Morris. This time by, we'll show them 2 to go. Kevin Green, 2 more trips around, half a mile to go for car number 5. David Good Jr. down on the bottom, Eric Tomlinson on the top side. That's your battle for second. Here we go. You got a trophy dash happening back there. Second all the way back to 6th or to 5th. Here they come around. White flag in the air. Quarter of a mile to go for Kevin Green in car number 5 as he leads. David Good Jr. down on the inside. Eric Tomlinson side by side as well. Raymond McSpadden and Chris Morris onto the back straightaway, diving into turn number 3. Checkered flag in the air. Your winner on opening night, the Jack Bagby Memorial. Car number 5, Kevin Green, $1,000 in the bank. Eric Tomlinson comes home second. David Good Jr., Chris Morris, and Raymond McSpadden round out your top 5 in your IMCA modified action. Kevin Green makes the move. He goes to the front, and he will go back to Heart of Texas Speedway victory lane. The battle happening right there behind him. Getting ready to jump out of that car after a run that parks him in victory lane. He's out of the car. He can hear you. Put your hands together. Kevin Green wins it here tonight at Heart of Texas Speedway. Let's go down to Joe.
All right. Chilly morning or night down here. Almost morning. Kevin Green, real quick. You were patient. You took your time. You found the line. You did what you needed to do.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was going to work or not, but I started following around the bottom, so we were going to try the top, but a little rough on equipment. But I like a track like that, kind of move around and find a faster line, and it worked out. That was awesome.
Nice job. Anybody you want to thank, buddy?
Yes, I got to thank everybody. My mom and dad for everything they do, my wife, my daughter, and daughter on the way. I got it. And just Harvey Cox, we don't forget about him. Southwest Maintenance, everything Morris has done for us. True Form mud plugs. And my Aunt Kay, we lost her, and she was one of our big her. And also the Bagby family, I've heard so much about all the and just the whole family, and I've always wanted to win one, so that's awesome.
Good job. Good start of the year, buddy. Y'all give it up for your IMCA modified winner, Mr. Kevin Green in the 5-car.
Great night of action right here at Heart of Texas Speedway. We hope you enjoyed our 55th season opener tonight. What a night. We will do it again next Friday right here at Heart of Texas. We'd love to see you back out. Hot laps at 7:30. We'll fire off the races at 8 o'clock. And again, don't forget, we're back tomorrow, 2 o'clock. The Big Chill Enduro 250 endurance race. That's going to be a lot of fun. Come check that out as well. On behalf of the entire staff of Heart of Texas Speedway, the great folks right here at the racetrack, all of our track sponsors and partners, for Joe Spillman, my name is Rodney Rodriguez. We hope you enjoyed the action. We will see you next Friday night. God bless each and every one of you. Be safe on your travels home. Have a great weekend, friends.